way better than elevator music, though. It has to be like Muzak. It has to be the classical lullaby version. Muzak anymore. Muzak. Why?
And away we go.
Okay. All right, Philadelphia friends, Radio 104.5. We're live in our AT&T Thanks Sound Studio, about to welcome to the stage Ali Barter for the very first time. Come on out, Ali. Welcome. Hello. So oftentimes when an artist rolls through, it's attached to a show later that night or something. This is a very special one-off visit. You're just coming to say hi and for us to get to know each other, which I kind of adore. So thank you for being here. We have an album coming later this year. We'll talk about all sorts of things, but the stage is yours now. It's Music First here at Radio 104.5 with Ali Barter.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to start with a song called Backseat. Well, I saw you playing bands, and I know some of your friends, and you don't really smoke weed, and your handwriting's real neat, and I think that you should be my boyfriend. You play guitar, and your band's gone real far, and I heard you like Tool, yeah, and you got really cool hair, and I think that you should be my boyfriend. Yeah, I think that you should be my boyfriend. Now we've never really met, but if we did, then I think that we'd be perfect. And I know you play guitar, and your band's gone real far, and you don't really know me, but wanna play on my EP, 'cause I think that you should be my boyfriend. Yeah, I think that you should be my boyfriend. No, we've never really met, but if we did, then I think that we'd be perfect. And we don't have to make it hard, but if you want to, I could show you in the back of my car. I know that you play in bands, 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 play in my band, play in my band. No, you never really met, but if we did, then I think that we'd be perfect. And we don't have to make it hard, but if you want to, I could show you in the back of my car, in the back of my car, in the back seat of my car. Thank you. So that's a song off my record. It's out. It's been released. I'm going to play an old song now, and this is from my record from 2017 called A Suitable Girl, and this song's called Cigarette. much you love my big brown eyes, playing with my long hair like you found your prize. I'm so tired of standing next to you with nobody caring what I do. If I shave my head, would you tell your friends you don't really care, really care? Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette. Would you still see me if I changed my style? Lying here beside you with that velvet smile. Close your eyes, boy, it's a fantasy. 'Cause I'm not the girl you wanted me to be. If I shave my head, would you tell your friends you don't really care, really care? Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette. Ooh, ooh. I can't explain to you the energy it takes to have to face these feelings every day. You can ignore me, but I'm not the only girl who wakes up trying not to feel this way. If I shave my head, would you tell your friends you don't really care, really care? Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette, cigarette. Don't ask for a cigarette. Thank you. So, thank you so much for coming. This is really nice. I've never played in Philly before, and it's so nice to have people here to play to, smiling at me. This last song is off my record that's coming out, and it's called January. And I won't explain it because I think we'll probably talk about things, right? I'll just say it's kind of my kind of an ode to New Year's resolutions. Hey there, January, looks like we're alone again. Another year is over, left the same way it came in. Said that I'd be thinner, said that we'd be better friends, but I'm still on the treadmill. Change the channel, play by the rules. Look where it got me. Stones in my shoes are cutting my feet all the way. Yeah, me up. I never felt quite cool enough. I made it through the year again with Diet Coke and cigarettes. Hey there, salutations wasn't really the end. My New Year's resolutions used to make a lot more sense. All these little problems like sex and television got me in a chokehold. Self-deception, play by the rules. Look where it got me. Sober is cool, but God, it's boring all the way. You held me up, but never felt quite cool enough. And true words were never said. That closeness tends to breed contempt. Nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere, going nowhere. Play by the rules. Pass me the dude. Going nowhere, 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 going nowhere.
I expect to see that shared all over social media every January 1st. It's
Wow.
Ali Barter live on Radio 104.5. That's January. Now, that song is not yet released.
No, it's not.
That was a very
Yes,
special
I
treat
know.
for us here in this room and everybody watching at radio1045.com. There's always the rollout plan with a new album. It's like, okay, first single, and that was the first song we heard, right, in Backseat.
Well,
Kind
there's
of.
actually one before it, but it has too many swear words to be. There's a swear word in the title as well, so I can't even tell you the name of it. But yeah, let's just go with Backseat.
Okay, so Backseat was number 2.
Yeah.
Will January be coming before the album comes in October?
Yes, I think it's about a month out, so not far.
Okay, I wondered if that's the one you were playing for us, if maybe that was part of that grand scheme of things.
Strategy, yes,
Yes,
it's
there's
all
a lot of
strategy.
strategy
Yeah.
that goes on when you're putting out a new record. Okay, so it's coming October 18th, and it's called Hello, I'm Doing My Best. Or is it more like, Hello, I'm doing my best?
I mean, it can be however you want it to be, however it feels like on the day. It's more, for me, it's just a statement of intention that I function with at the moment. So, and what all the songs are about, they're sort of, very autobiographical and very, it's just stuff I got to get out. That's how I write. It's usually something that I feel bad about, want to change about myself, I'm apologizing for, or so, yeah. And I guess I've come to a place where I'm more accepting of myself, and that's why it's called that.
That's a good thing. I might also adapt that as a hashtag. Hello, I'm doing my
Yeah.
best. Thank you very much. Okay, so I want to go back to Backseat for a second. So it's a great song, and the video is so charming and cute and quirky and a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
My interpretation of it is it's a first date gone a little bit wrong, sort of.
Yeah.
And I sort of think of these sessions when somebody's coming in for the first time as a little bit of a first date. This is going much
is.
better than that.
Yes.
than your
There's
video.
no blood. So
No blood. So there's choking and fire and a drumstick in the eyeball.
yeah, and what's the other one? What happens? Oh, a microphone in the face. It's about two people that meet and in a bar one night, and they both love music and they have a jam session together, but they're incredibly awkward and end up injuring each other. And it's sort of, I guess it's a metaphor for love, like whether, we hope there's never any physical injuries, but there's definitely, it can be emotional injuries when it comes to love. And so I always like to make clips that are a bit silly and have a bit of fun too. So look, if there's not some violence, then why are we here,
It is. It's such a fun little watch. In a world where videos for me are like take 'em or leave 'em. I was like, that is so cute and clever. And it's your husband that plays
It's
opposite
my
you?
husband, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like truly awkward people together, both of us.
It was meant to be. He's a musician as well.
Yes.
It must be hard work to try to coordinate your schedule so that you're not just like two ships in the night.
Yeah, I mean, look, and maybe sometimes I think that the fact that we spend so much time apart, that might be the reason why we're still together. But yeah, look, I mean, it's just the way it is. But we make it work. Like, we're going to see each other and have a holiday. Like, you tee it up in whichever way you can. It's not enough time to get bored of each other, though. I think that's the main thing.
Right. You mean this accent isn't like a Philadelphian accent that
I know.
I'm hearing right now?
Or like a Boston.
Right. Yeah. So is he back in Australia?
Yes.
Or somewhere else in the world? Like, I don't know. Let me look at the calendar. What is the most Australian thing about you, Ali Barter? And then conversely, what's the least Australian thing about you?
Oh, God. I don't know. I love Vegemite. That's pretty Australian. I completely understand why nobody else likes it. But
has anybody in this room actually ever had it?
It's
okay.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
Like, you gotta mix it with butter.
Yeah. Oh, that's crucial. Like, if I meet someone I once dated a guy who had toast with Vegemite with no butter on it, and I was like, that's a deal breaker. That's like someone telling me they don't like Seinfeld. I'm like, this is over. But butter, toast, bread. It's good with avocado as well on top, or it's good on like fruit toast, like a little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet.
Did you bring any to share with the class?
I didn't. You can take it in a tube. They sell it in tubes now. But
I'm sure it's on Amazon Prime.
I bet you can. Yeah. And what's the least Australian thing about me?
Or the most worldly thing about you, if we want to put it that way. I don't know.
Okay. This is un-Australian of me. I really like American coffee. Okay, so I really like the watery black drip coffee. In Australia, we have a lot of Italians, and so they brought the espresso over, and so we have very strong, good. It's great coffee. But I just give me a bucket of watery black American coffee any day.
So you are in your glory.
I love it.
I
love it here. I'm high. I'm just charged all day.
Where you go? Yeah. If you have time and you have not had Wawa coffee while you're here in Philadelphia,
I'll definitely need
it's
one.
just sort of a thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you're going to think it tastes any different, but then you will have had a truly Philadelphian experience.
All right.
Maybe get a hoagie while you're there too.
Hoagie, yeah.
Something outside of music and coffee and Vegemite that you're completely obsessed with. I want to know something about you that doesn't have anything to do with you, holding a guitar or singing into a microphone.
Something about me that doesn't have to do with like things that I like or things that I do.
I don't know. I get obsessed with things, right?
Oh,
so it's like I'm obsessed with moving into my new house right now. But I get obsessed with things, or a book I'm reading, or a TV show. So.
Okay. Well, I'm obsessed with Anthony Bourdain. If you follow me on Instagram, I only discovered him after his death, and I'm obsessed with him because I travel so much. He's like a travel buddy. But everywhere, if I'm going to a city, I watch Anthony Bourdain to find out where I'm going to eat. All my things are food related: Vegemite, coffee, and Anthony Bourdain. And yeah, I just adore him. I read his book. That's probably my latest thing. He's great.
Food brings us a lot of joy.
It does. Yeah. It's really like a universal thing. Outside of music, I can't think of anything else that's like in all of us. We all need to eat, and music is something else that's, brings everyone together. So
100%. So with the album coming in October, will there perhaps be plans to come back through and play all of these new songs for us in a proper evening show?
Yes.
Full plugged in?
100%. I would love that. I'm sure like this, I'm coming back in November, and unfortunately I can't make it here, but I think there's a plan to come back early next year and definitely come to Philly. So, yeah.
Because this first date went really, really well. I want to make sure we have a chance to do it again.
I feel like it went well. So, call me.
Well, Ali Barter, thank you for coming through and visiting Radio 104.5, sharing some food thoughts with us and some music with us. And I hope we get to do it again soon. Ali Barter, look for that new album in October.
Thanks so much. Thanks.